that it? Okay. And we've already decided it was or was not which function. Which ones do we know that it could be? The first two, and we've ruled out this one. Seventh one? Okay. So could it be this one? We haven't ruled it out. Could it be F6? What form is this in? Remember what that form's called? Look back. That's vertex form. What is it telling me that the vertex is? It's in this form. What? HK is your vertex. What's in the H place? 6. What's in the K place? 3. Is that vertex at 6, 3? No, it's in the wrong quadrant, right? So it can't be this one. That one's out. And F8, what's F8 saying that the vertex is? Negative 6, 3. Could that be negative 6, 3? That could be a negative 6, 3, right? So it could be F8. It could be F8. Okay. I think the other ones are out. So I'm going to say that 1, 2, and 8 are the only ones that we could justify that it would be. Right. Try question B. Try question B.
Part of the interruption probably happen all the time, so I'll forget this. Today, this period, FBA needs to be used from the SBA.
You know if you need to, this will hopefully record it. The last one said senior officer parents and sponsors. Alright, what can I rule out? Which way does it open? Up. So that means A is what? Positive. So what gets to go? 4 and 5 are out, right? Because A is positive. So they're out right now. Anything else that we can rule out? What do we know about the x-intercept? What do we know about the x-intercepts? They're both positive, right? It crosses here and here. So the x-intercepts are both positive. Right? So what gets to go now? Yep, 2 is out. Anything else? Look at 8 down here. What are those x-intercepts? -1 and -3. Is that a -1 and a -3? Nope, 8's out. Okay. What are we left with? Standard forms and vertex forms? Okay, in standard form, what's the easy thing to find in standard form? There's one thing that's like super easy to find. What is it? I can't read lips. I have no idea what you're saying. Look on your notes. Back. Wrote it down.
Standard form,
Uh-huh.
concavity, y-intercept, and axis.
Y-intercept. Y-intercept. Which one's the y-intercept in standard form? Which number? Exactly, the one on the end. Okay, so like on this one, it has a y-intercept of 240. Could that be crossing at 240? It could, yeah. So this one's still good. This has a y-intercept of -2. Could it be crossing at -2? No, you're out. You've been given the boot. Okay, so standard form is done. What about vertex form? It's called vertex form. What can we find when it's in vertex form? The vertex, right. Okay, excellent. So what's the vertex here? 75, -92. Is that 75, -92? No, I don't know what it is, but how do I know it is definitely not 75, -92? Right here, what quadrant is it in? The fourth. Could it be 75, -92?
We don't know the answer.
Well, here's what you know. Could it be -75, -92? Yes, it could. Okay. We don't know what it is. It could be that. That one stays. What about this one? What's this? Could it be -4? I think it could be -4, -2. That's down below, right? It could be -4, -2. Why not? Wrong quadrant. Okay, that one's out. So which two could it possibly be? It could be this one, and it could be that. Yeah, it could be 1 and 3. All right, look at C. On the next page, look at C. And decide which ones C might possibly be. Are there 6 of those again? 8? Okay. Choose which of those 6 we could say that C is.
Yes.
If it's in parentheses, you change the sign. Exactly. All right. Could it be function 1? Could it be this one? Why not? Right. Does it cross anywhere? So it has no x-intercept. So this one's out. Is there another one that's out from that? 4's out. Anything in factored form? Because looking at this, if I did have the equation of this function, would it factor? No, because factors tell you where it crosses the x-axis. Does that cross the x-axis? No. So you were looking at a quadratic with no solution. That's what you're looking at. It has an imaginary solution. We'll talk about that later. Okay, could it be F2? Function 2. What's the vertex here? 6, -5. Okay, what quadrant is -5 in? 3. That's going to be over here somewhere. So can it be F2? Nope, you're out. Okay, well what about this one? Can it be F5? Where's this vertex? 6, 5. Are we good? Yeah, it could be F5. Alright. How about over here? Standard form. What do I know about standard form? Y-intercept. Could this y-intercept be 10,010? Maybe. It could be. How do you know?
It hasn't touched.
Right, it hasn't touched yet, but where's it going to touch? Somewhere positive y, right? It's going to be a positive y. So it could be this one. Could it be that one? No. It's not going to be that one. So those are my two choices, right? Alright, good. Very good. Alright, let's look at the next page. We're going to go from the two forms to standard form. Okay, what form is that called? Factored form. And what's standard form? What's it look like? Ax squared plus bx plus c, right? So the difference between factored form and standard form, or vertex form and standard form, there are no parentheses. Like terms are combined. Basically, standard form is simplified. Simplified means that you have no parentheses and all your like terms are combined. So we're going to take these two and we're going to put them from factored form into standard form and from vertex form into standard form. How do we do that? Yeah, just distributive property. Multiply, add, yeah. You just do some math, right? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to do, now it's multiplication, so it really doesn't matter what order you do it in, but I'm going to go ahead and do the FOIL, or the distributive property, and then I'll multiply everything times -2. That's what I'm going to do first. Okay? So, x times x, x squared, x times 4, 1 times x, and 1 times 4. Now remember, all of this is still times -2, because I did not take care of that yet. So I have -2 times x squared plus 5x plus 4. Where did the 5x come from? Right. If you have 4 x's and someone gives you another x, then you have 5 x's. Now that's not standard form. Remember, standard form has no more parentheses and all like terms have been combined. I've combined my like terms, but I still have parentheses. So I have to distribute again. -2x squared minus 10x minus 8. That is your final answer. Okay, looking at this one, red flag. Huge, big red flag. X minus 6 squared is not x squared minus 36. It is not. Not. It's not. You don't distribute a power through addition or subtraction. This is telling you, hey, multiply x minus 6 times itself. So it's going to be x minus 6 times x minus 6. That's what you have to do. Times 2 plus 5. Again, I would do all of this first, then multiply times 2, and then add your 5. Okay? So that's going to be 2 times x squared minus 6x minus 6x plus 36, all that plus 5, or 2 times x squared minus 12x plus 36, 5, 2x squared minus 24x plus 72 plus 5, 2x squared minus 24x plus 77. That's just math. That's just simplifying. That's all you're doing, all right? All right, when you get those written down, jump over to page 106. Alright, use the given information to determine the most efficient form you could use to write the function. Write standard form, factored form, vertex form, or none in the space provided. Okay, if they've given you the minimum point and a y-intercept, what's another name for the minimum of the quadratic? Vertex. So if they've given you a vertex, what form do you think you might want to try to write it in? Vertex. Amazing. Yeah. Vertex form. Okay, look on B. They gave you some points, but what 2 points are these right here? Those are x-intercepts. So maybe what would you go with there? Factored form, because they've given you, they've handed you some factors. Alright, excellent. X-intercepts, roots. What's another name for roots? Another name for roots are x-intercepts. Now, if they just give you points, you can try standard form because you can plug it in and see what other points are. But sometimes even standard form doesn't work. Okay? We're actually going to build some later. We're not going to do that today, but we are going to build some later. So it's good to recognize which one you need to try to go with. But you could try standard form with these. This one would be good in standard form because 75 and 75, you've got half of it right there. You've got 2 points that are across from each other. This one, all of these end with 3. I'm not even sure we have a parabola there. So, anyway. Alright, any questions? Okay, look at those pages that you pull out of that book.